made coffee yet. We're gonna need coffee for the meeting. So does anybody know? Is there coffee?
Are you standing next to the coffee machine?
Yes?
And is there any coffee made?
No?
Well, there's your answer, isn't it?
What's the deal? Somebody gonna make coffee? We're gonna need coffee for the meeting. So there's somebody who making coffee?
Barry, what is your damn problem?
We're out of coffee.
We are not out of coffee. This is coffee. This is coffee too. We have lots of coffee. Lots. It's almost like little Columbia in here.
It's not made.
No, that's true.
I just
Do you know
thought,
what you could do if you really know it's important to have coffee? Don't make me point out the obvious. You want coffee? Figure out how to get some.
So anybody know how to make coffee? Who knows how to work a coffee machine? Hey, AC, you know how to make coffee?
Yeah?
Great. We're gonna need coffee for the meeting this morning.
Well, I'm not making it.
Oh, excuse me.
Is the coffee made yet? Shh. Is he asleep? Are you gonna wake him up? Don't you think somebody should wake him up?
Wake him up. Wake him up. You want to wake him up? Wake him up.
I don't know how. Anybody know how to wake up Zukasky? Hey, do you know how to wake up Zukasky? I mean, don't you think somebody ought to wake him up?
Hey, Barry, do that thing you do. Shut up.
But we got a meeting. And look at this guy. He's asleep.
If it's important, he'll wake up.
But Ann,
Barry,
something's
don't
got to
start
happen this
again.
year.
I am
You know
not
what's gonna
about
happen.
to.
He's gonna
Barry,
wake up halfway
hey,
through the meeting.
hey.
Somebody's gonna yell at him. If we
Barry,
just wake
damn
him up
it.
now,
You
we
wanna
don't
wake
even
him
know-
up?
we know
Wake
he's
him up.
asleep.
Barry, be cool. Do you have a mirror?
He's dead. He's dead. Listen, the same as that guy. This is bad. This is the bad thing. You're gonna get fired. I'm gonna catch a break for this. Calm down. Calm down. You know, we should stay calm.
I think, relatively speaking, we are calm.
Right. Okay. Now here's what we do. We need to make a plan. We need to get our story straight. First of all, we need to make it look like an accident.
You idiot. It was an accident.
What?
We didn't kill him. We just found his body.
Right. That's right. That's in our favor.
Barry, can you keep him busy while I figure out what to do?
Yeah.
One thing's for sure. We can't leave him on the floor. Okay, we'll leave him on the floor.
You know, maybe we should reenact our movements from the moment we came into work this morning.
Barry, stop thinking. I'll call the police. They gotta be called, right?
Oh yes.
I mean, I've never done
As
this
soon as we
before.
settle on the story.
Do we call a coroner?
No, don't
Is that
survey
how
the
it's
evidence.
done?
The police don't want to find the room.
Okay, we'll call the police, then we'll let the police handle it.
I'll tidy up a little bit.
And
You
of course,
can't
someone
see
needs
what
to
the
inform
police
Mr.
will find messy
Marlino.
office.
I'll do that. I'll go upstairs and talk to Marlino while you call the police.
Right. You know, this changes the entire corporate infrastructure. Sorry, that's just an observation.
Hey, where'd this coffee come from? Did somebody make coffee? So what's the story? Are we having the meeting or what?
You scared the heck out of me.
Me? I did.
Don't you knock before you come into the man's office?
This is not your office.
Well, that's a good point. That's a darn good point. But you know, this isn't your office either. Although I see you're doing a little redecorating, expecting a promotion.
I am here for today's meeting, which is due to start in about 15 minutes. What are you doing here?
Well, I knew you'd be here, getting ready for today's meeting. I just wanted to get to know you a little better. You know, Andy, I've worked here a year and 3 months, yet we've never talked. Does that seem right to you? Of course not. So tell me, Ann, how the heck are you? What are your career ambitions? What are your goals in life? Are you married? Do you have kids? Is there something that happened in your past that makes it hard for you to answer questions? You think you can learn to like me? Would it make it easier for you if I asked you one at a time?
I asked you first.
That's another good point. So you did. What was it you asked me?
What are you doing here?
It worries you, doesn't it? You thought maybe I just have a reason, but I don't. You thought maybe they gave me Zukasky's job, but they didn't.
That doesn't surprise me.
No, I don't suppose it would. It surprised me a little, but there's no reason it should surprise you. You know what might surprise you, though? They didn't give you the job either.
You don't know that.
You're right. I'm just guessing.
What are you doing here?
Well, that's not playing fair. I answered your question. Answer mine. Doesn't matter which one. Actually, pick one you like.
You have no business being here.
Where? Here? I work here.
You have no business being in Mr. Zukasky's office under Mr. Zukasky's desk.
Look, yesterday, this is Zukasky's desk. Tomorrow, it'll be Barry Mills' desk. But today, it's Switzerland. The way I see it, this doesn't belong to Barry Mills until he gets his butt in here and puts his name on it. The desk, not his butt.
Why do you keep saying Barry? No one has announced the replacement yet.
Trust me, it's gonna be Barry.
Oh, be serious. Barry Mills.
Is an idiot with tofu for brains. And the fact that you and I are gonna be working for him is pretty scary, huh? I just thought you should know.
Any one of the three of us, even you.
This is a really bad way to find out. I mean, you still thought you were in the running, huh? You still thought you were getting a promotion. That's a bummer. I feel for you, really. You had my vote. Not that anyone gave me a vote.
What were you doing under the desk?
Oh. Well, I planted a bomb. It's set to go off in about 11:30. I'd take an early lunch if I was you.
What were you doing under the desk?
Okay. I was actually looking for legal access accounts. You see, sometimes people put them on the bottom of the drawer.
What were you doing under the desk?
I changed the lube, and I changed all the spark plugs, too. You see, this drawer was sticking, and that makes it really hard to handle all the turns.
Get out of this office.
Look, Ann, you're gonna have to believe me on this one. I want you to like me. I want you to trust me.
Why do you keep saying Barry? No one has announced a replacement yet, and you're making this up. You don't know any more than I do who's going to replace him.
You're right.
I don't believe a decision has even been made yet.
You're right. I'm just guessing out my boo hole. Come talk to me later. We'll see how lucky I guess.
I just talked to Marlino 10 minutes ago. He said no decision had been made. I have no reason to doubt him.
Did he also tell you he's gonna make you Barry's private secretary?
You're lying.
Of course I'm lying. They can't make you a secretary, you're level 4.
Yeah, no kidding.
So they won't use the word secretary. They'll use some non-pejorative doublespeak title like assisting partner, co-manager, director of sales junior. But it won't matter, because you'll still be a secretary.
You're making this up. How could you know this?
I couldn't. I'm just guessing.
I'm level 4, same as you, same as Barry.
That'd be a lot easier to think if you weren't having giraffes on your dress.
The way I dress.
Is way over on the juvenile side. You know, if I was you, I'd try pinstripe if you're really expecting a promotion.
Are you deliberately trying to make me mad?
No, exactly the opposite. I want you to like me. I want you to trust me. I want you to believe that I am on your side. Really, Anne, I'm trying to gain your confidence.
I just think you're a jerk.
Well, building a friendship can take time.
Billions of years sometimes.
I'm serious about this, Annie. You and I need to have a very serious talk. We need to have a mano a womano discussion. We need to have the single most discussion of your entire career, and we need to do it soon.
Go away.
Yes, ma'am. Maybe some other time.
Wait a minute, stop.
Now, for instance, now's good for me.
How did you get in here?
Oh, well, I just walked in.
The door was locked. I just unlocked it. Do you have a key?
Well, you see, I was talking to the cops late last night and, well, I fell asleep, so I just spent the night.
Because no one other than Mr. Marlino and myself.
Some change, keys to my car, my apartment.
Mr. Marlino and myself were the only two.
It's funny about the matches because I don't smoke.
We're the only two allowed to have a key to this office. That's policy.
That's a darn good policy, too. And not too many keys, there's no telling who you'll find in your office. Maybe some dead guy.
How did you get in here?
Well, this is the truth, and this really is the truth now. I came in through the window.
Through a 22nd floor window.
Yeah, I just rappelled down from the 23. It's not that hard.
I demand to know how you got in here.
Oh, you demand to know. Isn't that pompous? Even for a level 4 manager, but especially for a soon-to-be co-director / assistant junior manager. But I'm telling you the truth, Annie. I came in through the window.
You also told me you came in the door.
You're right. That was a lie. I can't expect you to trust me if I lie to you. I can kick myself around the block for that. But this is the truth, and this really is the truth now, Annie. I came in through the window. Anything else you want to know?
No, Mr. Tatums. I think I'll let Mr. Marlino decide how to handle this.
That is a bad idea, Miss Desmond. I know you can only trust me if I tell you the truth. So I'm going to start telling you the truth right now by telling you that that is the world's worst idea.
Thank you for that advice. Goodbye.
One more tidbit. This is just to build my credibility. I mean, if I keep telling you the truth, eventually you'll believe me, right? Let's just continue on that premise anyways. The only way you're going to move up in this company is by getting rid of Barry Mills. As long as you work for Barry Mills, you're going to be a secretary. That is an immutable law. I work for Barry Mills, ergo I am a secretary. You know what, Annie? I think you're starting to believe me. Well, I'm going to go. We've got a meeting in about a minute, right? See you later.
Excuse me. Ann, what are you doing?
Sorry, I was just setting up for the meeting.
Are we meeting under the desk?
No.
You know, I gotta wonder what you're doing under there.
Well, Mr. Tatums, AC, you know AC, of course.
Yes, he's a good man.
Well, he was here, and he told me this drawer was stuck, and it was. So I fixed it. Works fine now, see? Couldn't be any smoother than that. Well, I'd go easy when you open and close, but it works now. Anything else you need fixed?
I'll let you know. Miss Desmond?
Sorry.
Thank you. You know, last night I went to see the Chinese acrobats. I was particularly struck by this one act they did. There was a platform, maybe 4 feet high, and one of the Chinamen is standing on top of the platform. Another Chinaman brings him a chair and 4 champagne bottles. He puts the chair on top of the 4 champagne bottles, and he does a handstand on top of the chair, which is on top of the bottles, which is on top of the platform. A handstand. So okay, it doesn't sound like much so far. I couldn't do it, but still, I shelled out $22.50 and I need to see a little better than that. But the little China guy is just getting started because they bring him another chair. He sets the second chair on top of the first chair, upside down, you understand, so the legs are pointed up towards the ceiling. And he sticks it and he puts himself into another handstand. Are you picturing this? He's doing a handstand on top of a chair, which is on top of a chair, which is on top of a platform, which is already 4 feet off the ground. And I think, pretty good. I don't know that it's worth $20.50, but it's pretty darn good anyway. I figured that was it. But then, they bring him another chair. 3 chairs. They got 3 chairs stacked on top of each other. And we have a Chinaman doing a handstand on top of the chairs. That's pretty darn amazing, don't you think? Then they bring him another chair. And basically, what he did was he put 4 chairs up on top of 4 champagne bottles on top of a 4-foot platform. And I figured he's gonna fall, but he doesn't. So what do you guys think about that?
I see your point.
What?
I said I see your point.
You see my point.
You were making a comparison, weren't you?
A comparison? Heck, I was just talking about the crazy Chinaman.
Oh, I thought you were making a comparison.
Between what 2 things?
Between Mr. Zukasky and the acrobat.
Mrs. Zukasky wasn't an acrobat.
I
Oh,
was reading in.
He sure as heck wasn't an acrobat.
Sorry, I was looking too deeply.
I worry about you sometimes, Ann.
Sorry.
Of course. The fact is that we need to find a replacement for Zukasky. One of you 3 guys, in fact. A remarkable collection of talent. Mr. Tatums, you've been in the company a short while, but we're already seeing promising results. You learn fast. That's a good thing. You don't talk much. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe not. But we're still seeing very promising results. You should be proud. Are you proud?
Yes, sir.
That's good. You should be. And Barry.
Yes, sir?
Barry, popular and easy to get along with, but you're hard too. Tough as a pit bull terrier. You've been with the company 5 years, started at level 3, worked your way to level 4, and you signed 3 major contracts. Most notably, of course, the Conklin Industries contract. Not to mention promising leads on 2 others.